Time for our monthly look at the state of the rural real estate market. Peter Newbold, GM of PGG Rights and Real Estate, joins us. And Peter, it's nice to have some positivity on the show and good things to talk about. You guys in the real estate industry have had a couple of good months.
Yeah, look, it's been, if you look at July, it was the best in probably about 6 years now. I probably need to just clarify that a bit. Normally it's quieter at that time of the year, but definitely we've had a good July and August is looking similar. And there's just been a lot more activity in rural, which is, I think, quite significant. And there's still that demand for lifestyle properties, especially close to those large, cities like Hamilton, Tauranga, Auckland, Christchurch, for example.
Yeah, I guess if you're living in town and lockdown, having a lifestyle block's not a bad alternative. Tell me, when it comes to the farms out there, where's the interest lying? Sheep and beef, dairy, horticulture? Talk me through it.
The key at the moment is probably around sheep and beef, and that's where we're getting most of the inquiries. And also, if I look at the listings, those that are coming to the market now, interestingly, maybe it's weather, but a lot of people aren't so fixed on having to list in the spring. They'll come to the market now. But definitely, if I look at spring, we have a lot of sheep and beef listings coming to the market, and especially some of those what I call primo ones that if you won lotto, you'd have a crack at it. And then we're seeing some signs that we'll probably see more activity in horticulture, but that's probably about a month away. And dairy is still pretty quiet, if I'm honest.
Also of note, and I think this is rather interesting, the funding is there, so the banks are playing ball for the right clients. Is this because there's been a bit of a change in attitude? Suddenly farming has been looked upon more favourably by the lending institutions as perhaps a safer bet?
Yeah, look, it's really interesting, Jamie, and we've just sort of sensed that some of those funding requirements or that have taken place in the past have, I'm not saying loosened, but there seems to be more appetite to lend money. That's what we're seeing. And I think the other thing that is coming through pretty clearly, that the rural sector is a safe place when you compare it to some of the other sectors that are under pressure at the moment due to COVID. So we're seeing a little bit of a change in that space. And again, it comes down to the right client in the right area.
If you can find the right farm and you've got the right bank, Peter, there's never been a better time to buy a farm or borrow some money to buy a farm. Gee, negative interest rates, how good would that be?
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the key things. But also, if you look out, Jamie, when you look at you look out into the future a bit, all those sectors, whether it's horticulture, sheep and beef, or dairy, all look strong. They're going to have their ups and downs, but I think the long-term future is really good for this country. So, yeah, good place to put your money, and also if you add in the lifestyle part of it, nothing better.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago we had a PGG Rights and Property of the Week, and it was up in Kerikeri. It had a couple of big ponds, and I looked at that and thought, if you want to live the lifestyle dream, maybe grow a bit of horticulture, lease it out to someone to grow some horticulture. That wouldn't be a bad place to go.
Yeah, and look, it's interesting. There's a lot of people looking at that where, going to those sort of lifestyle areas, having a little bit of what I'd call income to the side, which might be grazing a few cattle or putting in a couple of hectares of kiwi fruit. So we're seeing sort of that, people wanting to sort of have the best of both, a bit of income and also a great lifestyle. So, and that's come about because of what's happened over the last 6 months.
Yeah, living the dream. Mind you, you live in central Otago. You're living the dream just outside of Arrowtown there. What's Queenstown? What's the local Queenstown economy like? Because I know you're pretty hot on this border issue.
Yeah, look, it's interesting, with what's taking place at the moment, that drives sentiment. And, if the sentiment's good, then that, whether we like it or not, that stimulates, all things, especially real estate. But down here, I think it's been quite evident that when Aucklanders have been able to move and travel, that's had a really positive impact on this area. And I think what I'm seeing is a lot of New Zealanders travelling to this part of the world, enjoying what it offers and spending a bit of money, which is really important because when you look at it, A lot of these businesses, if they don't have those internal travellers, they're just not going to survive. So we need all the support we can get down here.
Peter Newbold, GM of PGG Rights and Real Estate. Always good to chat. Looking forward to catching up one day soon on the golf course. Enjoy the rest of your day in Paradise, Central Otago. See you later.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. Have a good day.